Value Invest Asia, this is the Asian Mavericks. We explore the hidden stories of successful founders, business leaders, and investors in Asia. Here's your host, Stanley Lim.
Hi guys, welcome to the final episode on the Asian Mavericks Season 1. This month we're extremely honored to be able to sit down and chat with the founder of Top Glove Corporation, Tan Sri Dr. Lim Wee Chai. We chat with him on how he was able to start from just a small town in Negeri Sembilan and work his way up to become now one of the most successful business person in Malaysia today. We also discussed with him why he chose to go into the rubber glove industry, one that he has never ever worked in before. Top Glove basically started out with just one production line, but today has more than 650 production line, producing more than 60 billion gloves a year. This is one fascinating story, and I hope you enjoy it as well. This is our exclusive interview with the Executive Chairman of Top Glove Corporation, Tan Sri Dr. Lim Wee Chai.
I was born in a small town called Titi, new village in Negeri Sembilan, near to Seremban, and about 2 hours from Kuala Lumpur. So it was a small town, a new village. So of course the standard of living is not as good as now. It was a small town, most of people are poor. So we were one of the family that were doing quite well. We among, of course, within the poor we are slightly better compared with city. Then we are still not so wealthy. So born in a small town, so we were very free to move around. Small town, free to move around. And I was born in my parents, my grandfather, they were rubber trader. They buy and sell rubber, and then we had some small rubber plantation. Maybe have about 10 to 20 acres.
So you are very familiar with the rubber trade since young.
Yes. So been in the small town, and we like to study because if you don't go to school, at home we have to work. We have to help the parents to carry rubber or go to rubber plantation. So we prefer Monday to Friday. And Saturday, Sunday we have to go to rubber plantation. We have to cycle. Take a bicycle cycle for about close to an hour. So it's a long cycle. So of course my parents, they were very hardworking. So they work every day. So we also been trained to work every day. Until now I still work every day. So the hardworkingness is, I think, is trained. It's not born, but it can be trained. So during the difficult environment, so we value more things and we work harder. And then being in a small town, we are more adventurous. We go to the jungle, we swim in the river, in the mining pond, very risky. But it's a good experience and good venture.
And
so then I studied there for Chinese primary school called Chunyin for 6 years. Then after that I went to a slightly bigger town called Kuala Kelawang. So study my secondary school there. Then after that I study in Tha College in Kuala Lumpur for my Form 6. So when we were at the secondary school or primary school, we noticed that we want to do well, we must study. There's only way we can come out from the poor town, small town. The only way we have to come out.
So
how to come out to the bigger city? We must study. So study, automatically you have a chance to come out away from the small town, go to a bigger city like Kuala Lumpur. So I studied my Form 6 there. Then after that, I I study in University Malaya. I study science, physics, major in physics. So I study there, and same thing. I also study very hard.
Why did you choose to study physics? Is it a
because
choice?
It's interest. I like science and mathematics. So I like to analyze things.
Right. And then even at that age, are you already very entrepreneur that you know that you want to do business one day, or what's your plan?
So during that time, of course, we still young. We don't know. We just want to study. So of course, we change our ambition from time to time. When we were in primary school, we thought we want to be a pilot. Then secondary school, we thought we want to be a medical doctor. Then after university, then we maybe want to become a businessman or do something. So time change.
Right.
But the thing is, we have a hope. We have what I call a goal or target to achieve. So in life, I think very important, we must have an aim. Aim means a goal, a target for us.
Right.
Like my life, I wanted to live until 100 years old. It was 20 years ago. I already set the target. When I was 40 years old, I set the target to live until 100 years old, healthily and happily. So recently, 3 months ago, I decided to revise my target because of the better medical research and advances. So my target revised to from 100 to 120 years old.
Okay.
So because of the better advancement of the medical research, and also the knowledge that we have, in our company we have 5 nutritionists, 2 medical doctors, 1 researcher. So, one dentist, 8 of them. So I think it's very important we invest in healthy activity and in knowledge of health is very important. Then we can live better, less suffering when you're sick is suffering. So also we can do better when we are healthy.
Right, okay, great. So I wish you really hope that you really work until 120 years old. That will be amazing. Just trying to backtrack a little bit, after you got your degree say, in UM, I think that was 1982, right, roughly around there. And what do you do after you graduate?
After my graduation in the year 1982, I worked as a sales executive, selling air conditioner and refrigerator. I worked in oil industry, or that time they call Atma. It was a old brand started from Singapore. They had distribution of this refrigerator and aircon brand in Malaysia. So I work as a sales executive because we were trained to be very hardworking. Although I work Monday 5.5 days. So in the evening I also took up some accounting course. Course because I know business, you must know accounting. So I took up a course in accounting in the evening. So weekend, when I just graduated, first 1 year, I still give tuition. So when we were student time, we already want to earn some extra income. We
started giving tuition.
We give tuition to those secondary school students. Home tuition, when to have extra income. So we taught those students of Form 3 or Form 5, even Form 6, mathematics or physics. So easy for us to teach them.
I see. So you continue that. And I think after about 3 years of working, you decided to go to the States, right? To do your MBA. Is it an active choice or?
That one, because I always like to learn something new and different. because some of my friends, they study overseas, like US, UK, Australia. I was thinking it's good that I have an opportunity. I would like to go overseas and study, to expose myself, to learn more things, new things. So I and my wife, we worked for about 3 years, 2-3 years, so we have some saving. So we look for university. We noticed that time there was 1984. 84, yeah. So we went to US to find the cheapest university, the cheapest cost. So by that time we don't have much money. We have only $10,000 US.
Right.
So we have to look for the cheapest tuition fees. That was in Texas State.
Yep.
That time Texas State was very rich. Tuition fees is the lowest. We did a survey for all the 50 over states. So it was cheapest in terms of tuition fees and also the cost of living.
Oh, wow.
So we arrived there. We know that we will not have enough money if we don't work. So we had to work in the campus, work in the computer lab, where we taught the first year, second year student that I think easy to teach them. Basic computer science or mathematics.
Right,
so we were like tutor, lab assistant or tutor. So we earn some money enough to cover our costs.
But what's the one key thing, say, that you really memorable that you learned from the US that you
a lot of things, because it's different environment. Just like when we were in small town in Titi, we came out to Colombo. We learned a lot. There are so many things that we did not know, or when we came out from a big city. So many things are new to us. Same thing in Colombo. When we went to US, there are so many things completely different. They are so advanced. So advanced, like their building, their shopping mall, their university, their transportation system, their highway. During that time, they are so advanced. So many things we can see and learn. We don't go out, we don't know. But of course now, current time, because Malaysia improved so much, the standard of living.
It's not too far away.
It's not too far. We have so many shopping malls. Last time we hardly have 30-40 years ago. We don't have.
See, okay. Then after your studies, you came back straight away, or you?
After that, I was thinking of getting a job there. So, but we study MBA, I think not easy to get a job. During that time, I think recession also happened in the year 1985. So the economy was not so good.
I see.
So then we had to come back, no choice. But
what
when we came back, we also still have $10,000 US.
Okay.
We means that we stay there, earning there.
Make back the same.
Missing them. So we get one free degree, MBA degree.
Okay.
So when we go to that type of country, we have to look for surviving skill. You have to look for a job, how to manage your finance, manage your study, manage your work. So it's a good training, a very good training.
I see.
So definitely the exposure of US give us the opportunity to learn how help our business today. So when we came back there, I also looking for job. But that time also recession, Malaysia also recession. You look for advertisement, the newspaper, Malay Mail or News Straits Times or Star, hardly any, not even one page of advertisement.
Okay.
So very difficult to get a job.
What do you do?
So I went back to my old company, old boss, because my old boss told me before I left, he said, when you came back, so
can find him back.
Kind of he will give me a job because I was one of the top sales men in the company. I did very well for him. So he liked to re-employ me. So couldn't find a job then, so I went back to him. He straight away took me in as an assistant manager, sales manager.
Okay.
So I worked there for about 3 years.
Oh, we continued to work there for another 3 years.
3 years then. And before I came out to do the glove business.
Oh, okay. But previously is completely not in the glove business,
not in
right?
the glove business. But we have some background of rubber and manufacturing experience, and also during that time, the demand for glove was very good because of the HIV AIDS scare in USA.
I see. Okay.
So they need a lot of glove.
Okay. So you kind of research upon the glove industry, and you
so
just decided to
found that is a very good potential and good future because in the healthcare, the world population is increasing, the standard of health is increasing, so the demand of glove will be good.
Right. Okay. And
of
course you started
then
this.
I started the glove business.
You started this back in 1991 with your wife sponsoring. At that time, how do you get started?
So that time, because the people show us the project paper, the glove business very profitable, very good profit margin. Whereas we were in the refrigerator, aircon, the profit margin may be only about 5%. So very low. But this one, they show us the report can be as high as 40%, 50%, 10 times more. Very attractive. So we went in.
But when you say they show us the report, who are they doing the research for you?
The machine supplier from Taiwan. The Taiwanese have the financial report of how good is this business.
Right. Okay.
So we went to see glove company or factory. They show that very good. But the problem is there are many people also saw the report. So many people, businessmen, went into this business.
I see.
So for the past 10 or past 20 to 30 years, there were about 250 companies, glove company or factory being set up.
Oh, wow.
Out of that, now estimate about 200 glove company already closed. 80% closed. So left about 50. So top glove, at that time we got one of the factory also for sales. There are many factories are closed down because oversupply.
Right. Okay.
So then we look for glove company to invest to buy. So the time this factory they closed for about a year.
I see. So just trying to understand the situation at that time when you decided to go into glove industry. There's already quite a number of players in the market already.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And you say you bought one of the closed down
we invested. Actually, we joint venture with them. We don't have enough money, so they invested about 2 million ringgit, but they lost almost all already. So left one machine, one rental factory. So we bought about 180,000, I think. We bought 180,000.
Wow. Okay.
Ringgit. So you ask them whether you want cash or you want a share. So they prefer shares. So I'm okay because we need money also. So today they are still our shareholders.
I see.
So they made many thousand times. So good for them. We are happy to make money for them.
I'm quite sure.
So after that they got one machine. So we took over and operate. We started with one line and 100 workers. So we managed to run it quite well. We worked very hard. Within 1 year, so we also look for another 2 second-hand machine where the factory already closed down and abandoned the 2 lines.
I see. Okay.
So cost them maybe 2 million ringgit for 2 lines, 1 million ringgit per line. So we pay 150,000 for 2 lines, very cheap. So we brought in the machine, we installed the machine. So then we have 3 machines, 3 glove lines. Then we also ask them, you want cash or share? They want share 150,000. Today they still our shareholder. They also meet from 150,000 can be more than 150 million.
Yeah. Wow, so they actually stayed with you for all this
1,000 times. Yeah. They sold some, they still got some.
I see, okay.
So they were very happy investor.
But at the time, what are you seeing, say, in the glove industry that you feel that you can do better than what already other people are doing?
Let's take a break with a short word from our sponsor, FSM1. FSM1 started out as fundsupermart.com, a platform for investors to start buying unit trusts in a more cost-effective and transparent manner. But today, FSM1 has become a fully integrated online investment platform in Singapore. Investors are able to invest through multiple asset classes such as stocks, funds, bonds, and even insurance directly from their platform. More importantly, FSM1 pricing is extremely competitive and transparent, with trading commissions starting at just $10 per trade. To find out more on why you should have an FSM1 account to help you manage your portfolio, just go to fsm1.com to find out more. Now back to the show.
But at the time, what are you seeing, say, in the glove industry that you feel that you can do better than what already other people are doing? Do you see an opportunity there, or you are doing, at the beginning at least, are you doing very similar things to your competitors?
I think at the time we are doing about the same, but the one main difference is we invested all our money, our effort, our energy, our time in one business. Glove business. So we work very hard day and night, work until 12 o'clock midnight. We work 7 days a week. So we work very hard and we learn very fast as well.
I see. Okay.
Of course, there are many challenges, problems. Whereas other glove company, most of them they are employee manager, factory manager to run.
I see.
So the owner did not run. Some of them yes, some not. So those employ people to run, most of them already closed down. Most of them mean 90% they closed down.
Okay.
So because the factory manager not so hardworking like us, so we learn fast and we work very hard.
I see. Okay.
So that's why we can compete. And whereas the other factory owner, glove factory owner, they not depend only in glove. They have
it's
other business. They got like example like even Genting group, they have casino business. The glove business is
they
very
also
small.
went into glove, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Lion Group, the boxing group. Lion, they have steel business, iron business, glove, they are small. And they got IOI group, they got oil palm plantation, rubber plantation. So these are small business for them.
I see. Okay.
So there are many other companies, even the government company like Felda, like Mara, or many other companies.
Right. Because they feel they have the
invested.
supplies, is it?
Yeah. So, but they are not so focused and also very competitive.
Okay. Yeah, because what you have achieved is really, really amazing. You know, from just you say 1 to 3 lines now to more than I think 600 lines, right? And 61 billion glove I just saw on your corporate video. Now you're the largest glove manufacturer in terms of volume, and just want to understand. Do you feel there's something unique about Top Glove that no one else have, apart from you said hard work, but is there something that's special?
Yeah, definitely
in your team?
we need something special. If not, we cannot grow so fast. So first, we must have the good leadership, good people, leadership plus the team. And of course, other factory also they have people, they have good leadership. So hardworking is one thing. The knowledge and the smartness also very important. You must have the business sense. So you have business sense, you can do many things that do it correctly. And also the background, my background in the business, doing business, the family background in business, and the knowledge I have in the science made me think things, analyze things very logically and systematically. That one will help. And then plus my MBA, Master in Business Administration also give me the knowledge of business and marketing. So easy for me to sell. Also my background, because I was a sales executive before, sales manager. In any business, sales marketing is the most important. You must know how to sell. You don't know how to sell, difficult to do good business.
So everything come together, like everything that you
all
learn
the things come together. I have the advantage of all the things good for global business or good for business. You need to score very well in many departments, many areas. Then only you can do well. You know, there are 10 subjects, 10 papers. So you must score A in every paper. Add together, you score A. Some people good in this area, not so good in the other area. So you must be good in many areas. But then you can score. But of course, you want to do well, you must know many things. You must be willing to learn, willing to look for areas to improve. You learn, then you have the knowledge. Then you can make good decisions. And you want to grow big, you really must have a good foundation. The Top Glove, we have very good foundation, is the business ethic. Business ethic, business ethic like honesty, integrity, and transparency. These are our foundation.
So right at the start,
foundation, we must do this. This is a good foundation. Do the right thing, do the good things, then they will grow. But of course, only foundation is not good enough. You need the skill, knowledge, the wisdom. So we continue to grow our compounded annual growth rate for the past 17 years, about 20% in terms of sales revenue and profit, and we are still growing. We continue to build our foundation, continue to recruit good people, especially young people, young graduates. We employ about 1,000 fresh graduates a year now, and we invest in research. The business is very competitive. We have to find something better and newer. So we have to invest in research. So we emphasize research from 20 researchers to 40 to 80 to 160. Now we have more than 200 researchers, engineers, chemists, scientists. So we continue to increase. Hopefully by next year we will achieve 300 researchers.
So you focus a lot on R&D itself. But the company, like you say, because when you first invested and started it, the industry is growing. But have you faced very challenging times, say in the Asian financial crisis? Do you face any problem there?
Business, especially international business, every day, every year is challenging time. One year you are not doing well, you'll be knocked out. So to us, we must expect and prepare for it. So of course, certain years are more challenging. Other years are less challenging, but still challenging. You still have to go uphill. You still have to cycle. So business like bicycle, riding bicycle, one day you stop cycling, you fall.
You'll go back.
So very important, make sure that we must continue to stay fit and healthy so that we can continue the journey. Success is a journey, not destination.
Because I wanted to understand a little bit more about, say, how do you carry the company over a crisis? Say, so I wanted to understand, like, if the Asian financial crisis hit the company, and is there anything that you did?
So actually, Asia financial crisis is good for Top Glove.
Oh, okay.
The most profitable year, because the US dollar, we sold in US dollar, invoice in US dollar. So during that time, the US dollar was very strong, ringgit was very weak. So we made our profit extraordinary gain. Normal year we made 10%, but during the financial crisis we may meet 30%, 2 times, 3 times, because the devalued currency. But of course, it's only temporary for 6 months or 1 year. So bottom line, we have to stay competitive. We have to stay very fit and healthy, so that we can face the challenges. So we must stay fit and healthy at all time. So must prepare for it.
Prepare for it. Okay. Yeah, I just talked to a few of your staff, taking that you take exercise and health very seriously.
Yeah, we have the 5 well, Top Glove 5 well. We always remind ourselves, must clean well, eat well, work well, exercise well, and sleep well. If you have these 5 well, you can live and work happily and healthily until 100 or 120 years.
Wow, okay. You chose to IPO the company back in 2001 in Busan, Malaysia. How do you come to that conclusion?
Because you want
rather than staying private?
To grow big, we believe you must go to IPO.
Okay.
Because IPO will make us have a better opportunity in terms of financial support. So we go for IPO, we have extra cash that we can invest and grow the business faster. And then we are better known in the market in terms of reputation, image, to the customer, to the supplier, we are much better.
I see.
And also, you go to public, you make us manage the company in a more transparent manner, have more corporate governance. So we have so many shareholders, investors, where we have to face them and have to talk to them, report. We have to show our report card every 3 months. So we have so many people to report to and answerable to. We have now, today we may have 14,000 shareholders. So we have 13,000 bosses to report to. So make sure we deliver a good job.
Okay. But do you feel that, say, is there something after IPO that is, say, the change in corporate communication or what? Is there something that you didn't expect or that it becomes a challenge for you after you IPO?
So, of course, we expect something, but we don't know the market expectation is so much bigger than our own expectation. So, it's good that we learn and add value in the market where the expectation is high. Just like they set a very high target or goal. So it's good that we take the challenge and we face it and work towards it.
Regarding your factory production, of course previously you are very focused on doing latex glove, and in recent years Nitrile has been a huge growth driver for you, like it's one of the fastest growing segment for you. Maybe explain, because a lot of our audience might not be very familiar with the glove industry, what really happens, why is there like a big shift towards Nitrile over the years?
You see, in the past, maybe 20 years ago, 15 years ago, most of the hospital user, healthcare workers, they use natural rubber glove. And during that time, the technology, 20, 30 years ago, technology was not so good. The glove was not, I should say, not as clean as now. So they don't have a proper bleaching or washing process where the natural rubber glove contain protein, natural protein, where people, some very small percentage maybe 1 or 2% of the people, especially in US, user, they had this protein allergy, so they feel rashes or allergic or itchy, so they are sensitive to it, they call allergic to protein.
I see.
So they complain. So then there was this type of glove called synthetic rubber glove or nitrile or vinyl glove that have no protein allergy. So then the demand of this nitrile latex was growing very well. Latex glove was growing but not as much then. So nitrile glove, the cost at the time was very high.
Okay.
But some customers, especially US and European customers, they're willing to pay higher by 20-30%.
Wow.
So because of good technology, the nitrile latex cost had been reduced. During that time, the nitrile latex glove weight was very high, very heavy, maybe about 8 grams. They reduced to 7, to 6, to 5, to 4, 3, now even about 2.5 grams.
Okay.
So they reduced. Natural rubber glove weight also reduced, but not as much as nitrile latex. So the cost, raw material cost, is lower now. The nitrile latex been thinner. And now, of course, now the nitrile glove and latex glove price about the same.
Okay.
Depend on the raw material price. Natural rubber price now is lower. So natural rubber glove price now is about 10% cheaper than nitrile glove.
Okay.
So after IPO until now, about 17 years, our company was set up 1991. After 10 years of our establishment of this top glove, we were IPO. So for the past 17 years, our company have grown in terms of market capitalization, grown about 100 times, 10,000%. So it's a lot.
Yes.
So we grow every year.
Yeah.
So we continue to grow, and we have a big dream or target that we want to achieve by 2040, 22 years from now, to be a Fortune Global 500 company. So we need 30 times to grow, another 30 times.
Another 30 times.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we need more young people, capable people to join our team.
I see. Yeah.
So we have very big dream.
Is it something you always envision? Because after all, you name the company Top Glove, right?
Yeah,
Is it
so
something you already
I think naming is important. Naming right company, after all, it do not cost money.
Yeah.
Good name and bad name, same cost, but the benefit is huge different. The value is huge different. The branding value is huge different.
Of course, I understand. Apart from glove, you are diversifying also to say you started your condom line, and also with your acquisition with SPN on the surgical glove. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but rather I just want to understand a little bit about SPN, mainly because I want to understand how you handle a crisis when a crisis happens, right? So SPN has discovered that the balance sheet has some issue, and you have to write down the investment. So how do you tackle that when you found out something?
So in business, I say every year is challenging. So we have many issues. It depends how good we are. If we can handle problems, solve problems, then we are good. So over the past 20 to 30 years, we had acquired 1/3 of our factories. We have 40 factories now. 13 factories were acquired. We built 27 factories that were built brand new.
Okay.
So 1/3 of our business was acquired. 2/3 we built. So over the past years, 2030, we acquire companies. Also we have challenges, but because the size was not so big, Espion in terms of acquisition size is one of the biggest. And of course, as a whole of a company, Espion need 10% of Top Glove.
Right.
Still not that big, but when the size is big, as 10% also considered as big. We have sale revenue of the Top Glove group about slightly more than $1 billion.
Oh.
So Espion is only about 10% of our business. So we acquire this because they have a good branding in surgical glove, and they misrepresented us, saying that they can make about 80 million ringgit a year. It's a profit guarantee. So they show us that they can make 80 million with the past record, but we found that it was not genuine. The past record, the profit of the past record was not correct. Because they inflated the inventory and profit.
Right.
So mislead us, misrepresent us. So to us, it's like a fraud or cheating case. So we have to take action when we notice something wrong, even though it costs us a lot, but the integrity value even higher than those laws that we had. So we found something wrong, so we have to take corrective action immediately.
Okay, and which includes?
We have take legal action on them, and we have to take over the operation, so that we can make the financial statement more accurate. The operation will be more efficient and accurate.
Right.
We can also choose to stay with them, continue to mislead or cheat the investor for next 2 years, because we can enjoy the 2 years profit guarantee. But we did not choose to stay with them because of integrity.
Right.
We know that it's not accurate. We have to take action.
I see. Okay. So now you basically took operation of everything is run under Top Glove directly.
Which I think is good, because we noticed as we went in, we noticed so many things that is not in line with Top Glove business ethic of honesty, integrity, and transparency. In Top Glove, we practice a lot of transparency, whereas the old management of Espion, a lot of hidden costs, data, information not transparent, a lot of secret issues. So we think that it's not healthy.
I see.
It's not the right way. So Top Glove, you see, we practice transparency. Any problem we just put on the table, we solve the problem. So our office, our factory is very transparent. So prevent people to cheat.
So you feel that the worst is over, can you say that for Espion?
The court case still going on. So to us, we think that a lot more effort had to put in to recover the operation efficiency. And of course, this we already pay, and if we can collect back some money, is positive cash flow to us. So we still have to put in a lot of effort. We're supposed to pay this price, and they should generate profit for us. But it did not materialize. So pay more money, and now we still have to put in a lot of work, and we send probably more than 30, 40 engineers, chemists, accountants to sort out to improve the efficiency of the operation.
I see. Okay.
But we when in the past few months we noticed a lot of improvement because in the past their technology, the quality was not so good, much worse than Top Glove. Top Glove much better, 5 times to 8 times better in terms of quality control.
Okay.
Our customer complain much lesser compared with them. There's so many customer complain, and the quality control is not good.
I see. Okay.
So we went in, we will take some time to improve. We need a lot of effort, which we managed to turn around. In the past, a few companies that we managed to turn around, like Flexitech, like A1 Glove, like the Guthrie Medical Product, GMP Medical Product, where they were losing money. These 3 companies, we were able to turn around within 2 years. We were able to turn around and be profitable.
Okay.
Today they are doing very well after we invested our time and effort.
Yeah, that's good to know. Maybe more positive development, of course, you enter into the condom market. You decided to start your own production facility rather than, say, acquire a new guy.
Nowadays, you acquire, it costs a lot of money.
I see.
So we found that if we can do, why not we start small. It may take longer time, but it's safer and also not so expensive. Okay, we start small, we don't start now. After 10 years also we don't have. Although we're slow, but I think it's okay. We can start now. After 10 years, we should have some result.
I see. I ask this because I spoken to chairman of Riverstone Holdings before. And I also asked him the same question if he's thinking of going into the condom industry. But his idea is because his glove is much higher margin and he preferred to just stick with that. But clearly you have a different view. Do you feel the condom market can be almost as big as the
of course the glove market is bigger. Condom business also they have some market. Because of our target, our goal, we have very big goal. We want to be Fortune Global 500 company, we need to diversify, we need to create business, create value, create job, to create sales revenue, so then only you can achieve.
Right.
So we have to do more other healthy business that can generate more income to the group.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not easy. Nothing is easy. You want to get something, you have to work for it. Okay.
Also on that part of diversification, right? I went to your medical center downstairs, the medical center and dental center. Is it something that you want to expand a lot on?
We want to invest or spend in healthcare. We have our own medical clinic where we employ our own medical doctors. We have 2 doctors, 1 dentist, and 5 nutritionists.
Right.
They also take care of the health of our employees, our staff and workers, which I think is important for long term. So we have to take care of their health so that they are productive.
I see. Okay.
So we employ fresh graduate, about 1,000 of them at the age of 22 years. They're going to retire like 65 years old. So they're going to work in the company for 43 years. Make sure they stay fit and healthy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the last question before you go, because you have really become the key person in the entire industry. If you have to do it all over again, how would you do it differently? Any areas that you would feel that you would do it differently?
I think any business we do, we must see longer term future. Like glove industry is good future. So because every year they increase population, the standard of health, standard of living. So it's a good industry to go in. Of course, there are some other industries that are better or some are worse off. you want to go in the business that you have competitive advantage. 27 years ago, Malaysia was the biggest latex producer and supplier. That time, the raw material is important in any manufacturing company. So you have plenty of raw material. Then we were in the rubber business. Then export, we had studied overseas. We know how did the American business works. So all this, you must have the advantage, competitive advantage that you have. Then only you can compete and do well. So if I start again, since I'm more suitable in this business, so I will still choose glove. And of course, you need to use technology to manage to produce or to manufacture glove.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much for your time, Tan Sri.
Thank you.
It was an amazing trip. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
That's it with our interview with Tan Sri Dr. Lim Wee Chai. If you like this episode, it will really help us if you go to iTunes to give us a rating and a review. It will really help other listeners discover this podcast as well. Just follow the show notes down below to get to the link. And this is the final episode of our The Asian Mavericks for Season 1. And we'll take a short break and return after Chinese New Year with more episodes for you to enjoy. If you want to keep up to date with our notification when we do return, you can subscribe to us on our Facebook page, YouTube, iTunes, or wherever you get your podcasts. Till we meet again, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. This episode is made possible with our friend at FSN1.com. FSN1 is now one of the lowest cost brokerage in Singapore, with commissions starting at just $10 per trade. The platform also gives you access to stocks listed in Hong Kong and the US market as well. FSN1 is now a one-stop solution for all your investment and insurance needs, and it is the first investment platform to offer a permanent 0% sales charge on all your funds purchased on their platform. You can really support our show by supporting our sponsor, so if you want to find out more about how you can get yourself a free FSN1 account open within 24 hours, just go to fsn1.com and clicking on the Open an Account icon to find out more.